right, Bisbee. When everyone gets up here, we're going to have a minute of silence. Solidarity for our American brothers and sisters slaughtered in the street. They are my people. They are your people. Color doesn't matter. They're our people. They're Americans just like you and me. If we don't fight for them, who will? Woo! Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Get those fists up, Bisbee. You don't put them down until we all get here and we all have silence for the victims of police brutality, for the victims of racism, brutality, bigotry, fascism. If we're not going to fight against that, then what are we? Are we Americans?
Yes.
Then what do we fight for? Freedom! Justice! Peace. That's what we fight for. Are we all here, Bisbee? Woo! 1 minute of silence with your hands up. Starts now. Does anyone have anything they want to say?
I do.
Come here.
Speak it.
Oh, you don't want that.
I don't need it. I'm someone who's had a knee on my head. It's not a great feeling. I don't know why they use that technique, especially when most of the time there's more than enough officers to handle any one individual. In my case, there was 3. I'm not a violent person.
Shut
But
up and let him talk.
anyways, if you really want to know what it feels like to have someone head on your knees, you get down on your knees and count 8 minutes. And I guarantee if someone's sitting on your head, you will scream for your mother too. Because that's the last breath and you know death is coming. So it's not a good feeling. So I give props to anyone who can support that injustice. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4. I can't breathe. Help me. 5, 6. Mommy, help me, please.
Help me.
7. It's too late. He's gone. You don't ever want to have to experience that. Have your kids experience that, or anyone you know experience that. So that's why I'm here.
Thank you.
All of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We see you.
We see you.
We see you.
If anybody here thinks that they can go home and then feel content because they came here, I want you to think again.
Yeah.
There are
Yes.
3 things that have to disappear in this country. Racism.
Yes.
Racism?
No racism.
Yes.
No racism.
No racism.
White privilege.
White privilege.
No white privilege.
No fascism.
No fascism.
And we cannot stop doing what we're doing. We can't go home and say, boy, that felt good to get out there and march. Hell no!
Hell no.
Keep doing it day after day after day for as long as it takes to dismantle this corrupt system. We have it down in the Border Patrol. I've seen them kill people down at the border for no damn good reason other than the fact that it made them feel good. We cannot allow any more of this. We can't.
No more!
Let's go to work.
Yes!
Work for a law enforcement agency in your career? I worked for a law enforcement agency for 10 years. I worked for the Pima County Sheriff's Department in Tucson. My boss was a Democrat, Clarence Dubnik, good friend of Gabby Giffords. Anti-Arpaio. There are good police officers out there. There's also a lot of racists and a lot of people that get off on brutality. The reason I quit the Pima County Sheriff's Department in 1986 was because one of our officers brought a little piece of paper back from the shooting competition here at the Bisbee pistol range down there on Highway 90, just off of Highway 80. This was after the Miracle Valley shootout. This little piece of paper was a hunting license for Miracle Valley porch monkeys. Wow. It was circulated at a police shooting competition by deputy sheriffs and corrections officers for the Cochise County Sheriff's Department. Police departments are full of good officers who don't beat anybody up, who follow the rules. There's a lot of those. They don't make the headlines. The ones that make the headlines are the brutal bastards that step on people's knees, or as I saw, kick people in the head with Wellington boots, or put them in the back of a squad car without a lap belt on, and I knew somebody who did this, and jam on the brakes. They called it a screen test. Institutional brutality among law enforcement agencies has got to stop. Yes. We have to hold chiefs of police and mayors and city managers and all police officers accountable. They work for the people. Everybody. White, black, brown, green, whatever. We need to get these people out of police departments, and we need to have people who treat people like human beings. So, hold your police department accountable. Hold your police officers accountable. Hold your elected officials accountable. Don't let another single black man or brown man or any man, for that matter, be treated with brutality and injustice.
Murder has consequences!
Out racist up!
I have one more thing to say about CCSO. I was a member of that organization, and Howard Buffett came in and bought Sheriff Daniels. Remember that when it comes time to vote. He paid for over $1 million worth of equipment and probably a lot more than that, and was appointed as a member of the Cochise County Sheriff's Assist Team. Tell me there's no corruption here.
Thank you.
My name's
Yes, thank you.
Speak!
My name's John.
Hi, John!
Hi.
Hi, I'm new to Bisbee. I am Latino, I'm gay, and I'm here to say I want to listen. I want to listen to people. I want to listen to people of color because it's their time to tell us what has been happening. And so I just wanted to say thank you to everyone, and I'm here to listen.
It's their time!
Yes.
I'm not one to speak, typically. This is our beautiful home. This is our beautiful world. This sign right here, all lives matter until Black lives matter. I've had friends that understand that. Hopefully this is a good explanation. Pizza, okay? We got a pie. All lives cannot matter if pieces are not in it. We all matter, but right now, this is our time. This issue has been going on 400 years. We are all brothers and sisters. every one of us. My big thought process, I'm so fortunate to be raised here. I have my daughter here, I have my mother here, 3 generations. Why does it matter? Like, look how beautiful we are. Everybody, my daughter, came out of my womb. We are not the same color. We're not the same color. We're all beautiful. We add to this bouquet of life. It's time that we see each other again. We have to talk to one another. Once we do, we realize we are just people. It's about love and connection. And we can do this. And it's so far past time. So far past time. But my one voice, your one voice, your one voice, your one voice. How loud will we get? Mine may be small, but together we are loud. We can do this. We can't stop. Love people for who they are. If you're a jerk, not because of your color. Doesn't matter your color. You're a good person. We need not judge anymore. We have to stop. We are better than this. Like, we're better than this, people. We can do this. We can do this. One day, one word at a time. Love one another. It's simple. I see you. I see you. I see you. We need to see each other again. It's time. It's simple. We can do this. We just can't stop. We can't stop. I love you all. I love Bisbee. We can do this.
One last thing to you, residents of Bisbee. You guys are badasses. I'm gonna throw that at you right now. Freedom fighters, stand up for those who can't seem to stand up for themselves because the police won't let them, because the government won't let them. This is their time to be heard. This is their time. Don't you think it's about time?
Yes.
It's their time.
Yes.
I see you. I hear you. I cry for you. I cry for the black community. Those are my brothers and sisters. The white people brought them here, enslaved them, and then we let them get murdered by the police in 2020?
No more.
No more. I say no more, Bisbee. No more. No more. Justice. Time for justice. Now we got another walk back, guys.
It's downhill. It's okay.
It's downhill, so it's going to be a little easier. And the whole time, I want to say, George Floyd. Bisbee against brutality.
Here's an interesting one. The Minneapolis mayor last night told the police force to lay off their violence. The police chief responded by consulting their union lawyers, and they said that the order was illegal, and he then offered warrior training to any police officer who, while that mayor was still actively in office. In other words, the police chief was actively defying the mayor, actively defying the public officials.
Hey, Bisbee, I got one last thing to say about Mr. Donald Trump. What did he do? He set the military to shoot innocent Americans? Is that your president? He wipes the Constitution with his ass?
Bunker bitch.
Why?
Bunker bitch.
Why? What he should have done, what the president should have done, is ask for an investigation into every police force in the United States. Every officer that has ever been accused of brutality, that has ever shot an unarmed black man, should lose their job immediately. Lose their job immediately. Any harassment, you lose your job immediately. They are public servants. We pay them with our tax dollars. You lose your job immediately. If you shoot anyone, if you harass or brutalize anyone, if he wanted to stop the violence, that's what should have been done. So I say that to you, Mr. Trump. What are you going to do to stop the violence? Enact martial law? Shoot the American people? Shoot more innocent people? No, I suggest you fire every corrupt officer and every police department across America. That's what a real leader would do. That's what a real leader who cared about his people would do. I want justice.
I want justice.
I want justice.
I want justice.
No more Black Death.
No more Black Death.
No more Black Death.
No more Black Death.
George Floyd.
George Floyd.
George Floyd.
George Floyd.
Black Lives Matter.
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 Tamir Rice.
Tamir Rice.
Yvette Smith.
Beck Smith.
Freddie Gray.
Freddie Gray.
Alton Sterling.
Alton Sterling.
Gregory Gunn.
Gregory Gunn.
Ronald Madison.
Ronald Madison.
Jacob Harris.
Jacob Harris.
Abaddon Diallo.
Abaddon Diallo.
Latanya Haggerty.
Latanya Haggerty.
Daniel Shaver.
Daniel Shaver.
Christian Taylor.
Christian Taylor.
Jane Thompson.
Jane Thompson.
David McCaddy.
David McCaddy.
Duncan Webb.
Duncan.
Cherise Francis.
Reese Francis.
No more.
No more.
I say no more.
No more.
No more Black Death.
No more Black Death.
No more Black Death.
No more Black Death.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
George Floyd.
George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. All right, Bisbee. I promised the cops. Stay on the sidewalk. We're gonna wait. All right, go to the sidewalk. Because you know what happens. You don't listen to the cops. What happens when you don't listen to the cops? Black Lives Matter. 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 And racism.
And racism.
And racism.
And racism.
And fascism.
And fascism.
And fascism.
And fascism.
And racism.
And racism.
No more Black Death.
No more Black Death.
No justice, no peace. 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 Lives matter. Black Lives Matter. I gotta take a second. Black Lives Matter.
Hands up! Don't shoot!
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace. Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. I'm always open.
I just want to say thanks. I grew up 20 minutes outside Minneapolis.
Really?
So,
Well, I'm from Illinois, so
I know, seeing this all the way down here is good.
we're in this together. All of us. Minnesota, Chicago, Texas. We're in it together everywhere. Black people die by police everywhere. Black Lives Matter. Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
George Floyd matters.
George Floyd matters.
George Floyd matters.
George Floyd matters.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
No justice, no peace.
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 Freedom! Justice!
Justice!
No more bullshit!
No more bullshit!
No more murder!
No more murder!
No more black death!
No more black death!
George Floyd matters!
George Floyd matters!
Black lives matter! No justice, no peace!
No justice, no peace!
No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! Black lives matter!
Black lives matter!
Bisbee against brutality!
Bisbee against brutality!
Bisbee against brutality!
Bisbee against brutality!
Bisbee against brutality! Black lives matter! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace!
No justice, no peace! Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
George Floyd matters!
George Floyd matters!
George Floyd matters!
George Floyd matters!
Freddie Gray matters!
Freddie Gray matters!
Billy Castile matters! Demir Rice matters! George Floyd! I can't breathe!
I can't breathe!
And study war no more, and peace forevermore. We're all humans in this world, and study war no more, peace forevermore. Don't be distracted, stay active, active.
Who were, you know, I mean, they were there, and it's, I don't know.
Every week if I got to. Make sure it's peaceful like it was today. Thank you, Bisbee.
I'm not from there.
Anyone need water? Any water over there?
You don't think you need water, you need water. Take one.
Yeah, Grassy.
Close enough to where you.
Why did you ask me where I'm from? Oh, behind the library.
Thank you, Sissy. You guys are awesome. Next time we juice life. Oh. I saw one that's like exploration.
I'm a pretty big guy.
Thank you.
Have you been doing okay?
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah,
Okay. Y'all got together from through that call?
yeah, we're going to do a virtual choir, so access
Right.
On the way home, pretty happy with it.
Walking stick too. I'm Danny.
Hey, brother. Good, how are you?
I think it's like some of it wasn't even alive.
She did it together.
The thing is
I'm going to go, Danny. I know.
but you know, that those, I can't really help with it. So unfortunate. There's nothing I
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah. I asked him, I said, "Can I help you with something?" You just lost. I did. Have a nice day.
Oh yeah.
All right. Hey, Bisbee. Mr. Trump has apparently set some kind of 7 o'clock curfew, and I am trying to be compliant so that we can keep doing this every week.
Sheriff, it's not even in effect here.
Well, I told the police it'd be 6 to 7. I'm just letting you guys know. I want to be able to do this next Tuesday. That's all I'm saying. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Ma'am, could I have a word with you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
What is your name?
My name is Danielle Lawson.
Daniel, what drove you to do, you're the organizer of this, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of by happenstance.
Okay, all right.
But
Why don't you tell us the process and how it started and what made you do this?
Okay, well, I've been an activist since I was like 18 years old. On the conservative side, on liberal side, regardless, right is right and wrong is wrong. So I'm kind of always stuck in the middle between the bipartisan politics. And what it was is my mom actually called me and she said, I can't believe what's going on. I can't believe that there's still this much racism. I started researching. I said, you know what? I have to do something. Because if I don't, who's going to? And I couldn't believe no one else in Bisbee had mentioned it. I was kind of just trying to jump on the bandwagon, you know? But if I didn't do it, who was going to? So that's where I'm at. I just try to do the right thing. And I am tired of seeing Americans have their rights stolen. Black, white, indifferent, or other. And black lives do matter to me. And I do see how the police treat minorities different. I do see their struggle and what they go through. And it's heartbreaking. I stayed up all night trying to research for this. And I watched so many videos of police officers killing innocent people. There are body cams that have been released, especially in Phoenix, Tempe, everything. A 14-year-old kid, a 12-year-old little girl, Chicago, New York, it's happening everywhere. It's our time to listen and to fight for those people that have had their rights stolen. And so I'm just trying to do the right thing. That's why I'm here.
Now, you've got to be, I guess, happy with the turnout because it looks like there's at least around 100 people or so.
I was really only supposed to have about 50 people or less. I did not expect it to be this big. But I am happy with the turnout. The Bisbee PD has been super cooperative. I talked to them for about an hour, the chief of police and the junior chief. The mayor was super cooperative. They were all very supportive of this protest. So I'm very happy to say that we live in a place where we can protest peacefully. And our police won't stop us and our mayor won't stop us. They let us exercise our constitutional rights. And that's what America is supposed to be about in the first place. And I'm tired of it. People just squashing our rights. It's ridiculous.
So you had a limit of 50, is what they said originally? Is that what you're
well,
saying?
because of the COVID-19 thing,
Okay, yeah.
they're saying like groups of 50 or more and they're also worried about it becoming a violent thing. But you could see this entire time, no one has been violent.
Yeah.
It's mostly all Bisbee residents, and we've had a great peaceful protest. So I hope that because there is a bigger turnout, they don't stop me from doing it again.
Right.
But I'm also not going to not do it just because there's a big turnout. That's my 10th Amendment right?
Right.
I thought so. And then my First Amendment right is to be able to speak my mind.
Right. So now, are you planning? It sounds like you're planning on coming back next week. Is this something you want to continue for a while?
I would continue this until I see some kind of remedy from the president. I will do peaceful protests. I have no interest in being violent or looting businesses. Everybody here in Bisbee knows all the business owners.
Yeah.
So, we're not going to do that. But until the president says, hey, we're going to launch an investigation into all the police departments, anyone accused of police brutality or has ever shot an unarmed person, they should be gone. They should be gone, and they should be in prison just like you or I would be.
Right.
And that's why I'm not going to stop doing this until someone makes me.
So when is the next protest scheduled?
I plan on just doing it the same time, same day, every week. That way it stays simple for everyone. They know when it is, what time it is.
And that's 6 o'clock Tuesdays?
6 to 7 Tuesdays.
6 to 7 Tuesdays, right here at the Grassy. Is it the Grassy Park? Is where
I
you
call it
congregate?
Grassy Park, but it's right across from the table. The Grassy Park.
Yeah.
We walk right up to the courthouse by
Yeah.
the Iron Man statue, and I just try to show solidarity for those that I'm privileged to not have these issues. And if I don't say anything, it's never going to stop. So I'm going to keep doing this until things get better. When they get better, we won't have to protest anymore, will we?
Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it very much.
No problem. Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
You too. Hi there.
Hi.
What brought you out tonight? Can I ask? Whoa.
George Floyd and all the unjust murders from the police. I am from New York and I have a lot of black friends, and I'm tired of watching what they're doing to black people. It's not right. And people of color, and I'm on their side. So that's why I'm here. I'm here for George Floyd and to fight for the rights of the police are the real terrorists, if you ask me. They're the ones that are the terrorists. They're killing.
Well, the bad element of the police.
Yes. So that's why I'm here to protest. And this lady said she's going to be here every week. I'll be here with her.
All right.
I'll be here fighting because this is ridiculous.
When did you come here from New York?
2005. I left New York a month after 9/11 and moved out to small town life, and I didn't like it there, but I love Bisbee. Bisbee's nice. The town I moved to in New York was upstate, and it was racist. Very racist, and I watched what they did to black people in that town. They were cruel to them. They jail them for nothing, and they didn't do anything. It's just unjust, and I have so many black friends. That's why I'm here, to fight for them and for the unjust that's done. And I'm with this lady. I'm not going to stop fighting till something's done about it. We need to get Trump out of office and get the bad police out of there. I didn't vote for Trump the first time, and I'll never vote for him. He'll never get my vote. But
Well, thank you very much for talking with us. I appreciate it.
Okay.
And take care.
Okay, you too.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
You betcha, no problem.
Okay.
As you can see in the distance over there, the police in the background. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know, 10 or so. Just kind of monitoring things. And they didn't have to do anything because everybody was peaceful and everything just went fine. So, but they're going to be back next Tuesday at 6 o'clock here in Bisbee, barring any other unforeseen circumstances. And I think we are going to sign off for the night. And folks, you have yourself a good night. Stay safe out there. We love you. I'm going to take a walk back to the cool car here, and then I'll turn it off in just a bit. Have a good night, folks. So long.
Because we believe in it. Yeah, well, in Cochise County, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, well, I don't know why they wouldn't. It's an opportunity.
Well,
It would
solidarity.
be an opportunity
They're
to
good
demonstrate
cops. They could get down on their
solidarity with people, that they're there to protect us, not to
serve and protect.
not to antagonize us in any way. And I don't see the Bisbee police as being antagonistic, but it would be helpful if they could just say, we're going to walk with you.
Well, yeah. They're going to do what they've got
Because
to
they don't want somebody who does stuff like that representing them. They don't want. I'm sure they don't want officers who kill people. You know.
But it would have been a simple gesture. I mean, we
people.
should be saying their name and we should be taking their knee. That's what would be the quietest, most peaceful thing we could do. You know, I mean, everybody expresses themselves their own way, but I think that's the message that needs to go out. You know, I mean, we could stand here for an hour saying the names of all the people that were killed. You know, I mean, and what about the Indians on the reservation not being protected right now? I mean, there's a big problem in this country. You know.
Well, it's systemic, and it's been going on for so many decades. Most of us don't even realize it, you know, unless you find yourself in a black community, you don't realize it. I mean, the sense of privilege that we have is shameful. And
my son just married a black person, right? So I mean, you know, just him being in Cochise County, you know, like going to Tombstone and seeing these Confederate flags, you know, it's like we worried every time they went out walking in a campground, you know. It's just, you know, Bisbee's an enclave and it's okay, it's safe, but
kind of a little liberal bubble here, and accepting bubble, and well, that's why we're here. We're here to demonstrate that we know what's going on in the world, and we're with everybody.
Although,
and my mask
there are
won't
people
stay on.
who are not liberal in Bisbee.
Are you going to be back next week?
Probably, if there's going to be one, sure.
I don't know.
Why are you filming this?
They censored on me.
Well, we're live right now, just covering the event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's we?
With coolfmonline.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're covering it, because it's so important. I mean, even though we don't have a major problem right here, we do have a major problem. And the country is just falling apart. It's heartbreaking. I'm old, I've never seen anything that approaches this kind of uprising. And I was listening to Governor Cuomo today, and he's so articulate, and he said he divided the problems into what they were. There's the COVID problem, there's the protesters, and then there's the looters. We don't have looters here.
There are
But
disadvantages.
he was solidly with the protesters. He said, you know, yes.
All right, man. Thank you so much for talking with us. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you for covering it.
Take care.
So where are you from?
Where am I from?
Yeah.
Sierra Vista.
Oh, okay.
Came down to just cover the event.
All right. Is anything happening in Sierra Vista? Because somebody told me that there was.
Well, there was a protest on Saturday afternoon on the intersection of Valero and Chili's there on Pride Boulevard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for much of a good chunk of the afternoon.
Yeah, a friend of mine who lives there said that her son said that there was a protest. So.
Yeah.
Did you find her?
She's on the car?
Thank you.
Well, she's
Take care.
Oh, there she is.
You know, it's like
Right. We had her cousin over.
And with that, we say good night. Thank you, sir. That was a nice rendition, by the way.